Good morning class 9. Your third chapter is going on, that is about atoms and molecules. In atoms and molecules, previously I sent you video about the law of chemical combination and postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. Now in this video I am going to explain some of the numericals based on law of chemical combination, because these numericals are real life application of law of chemical combination. So if you can understand those laws, you can solve this problem also. So first question is, if 6.3 gram of sodium carbonate, this is called sodium carbonate, NaHCO3, is added to 15 gram of acetic acid. The name of this chemical is acetic acid, whose formula is CH3COOH. CH3COOH means acetic acid. So sodium bicarbonate is reacting with acetic acid solution. The residue is found to weigh as 18 gram. You have to find out what is the mass of CO2 released in this reaction. Now as you are in class 9, this kind of chemical equation you have not learned, because now you are learning atoms and molecules. So in this question, most probably the equation will be given to you. Okay, I have written here the equation. So the answer is starting with the equation. Sodium bicarbonate reacted with acetic acid. Product formed is sodium acetate plus water plus carbon dioxide. Again I am saying sodium bicarbonate react with acetic acid to give you sodium acetate, water and carbon dioxide. So in the question, the weight of NaHCO3, weight of CH3COOH is given to you. This side, other than carbon dioxide, I can consider this whole portion as residue. It is told that the weight of residue is 18 gram, find out the weight of CO2. Other than CO2, whatever is there, that is residue. Now, according to the law of conservation of mass, law of mass of reactant is equal to mass of product. So mass of reactant is 6.3 gram plus 15 gram equal to 21.3 gram. Mass of product is what? 18 gram is the product mass of residue, and mass of CO2 I have to find out. So according to the law of conservation of mass, mass of product equal to mass of reactant. Mass of this is product, this is reactant. 18 plus mass of CO2 is giving you 21.3 gram. So what is the mass of CO2? 21.3 minus 18, that is equal to 3.3 gram. So in this way you can calculate the mass of any unknown substances given in a chemical reaction, or you may get a question that just prove that this equation follows law of conservation of mass. So if the mass of reactant is equal to mass of product, you can say that it is according to the law of conservation of mass. So this is my first question. Now I will discuss the second question. So this is the second question. Second question is 12 gram of carbon is bonded in 32 gram of oxygen to form 44 gram of CO2. That is carbon dioxide. What mass of carbon dioxide will be formed when 6 gram of carbon is bonded in excess of oxygen? So this is a question which can be solved by junior student also. You don't have to do anything, just apply unitary method. From the very junior classes you have learned about unitary method. So this is only just unitary method you have to apply. 12 gram of carbon is bonded in 32 gram of oxygen to form 44 gram of carbon dioxide. So what you have to find out? CO2 you have to find out for second time when 6 gram of carbon is burnt. Okay. So 6 gram of carbon, that means I don't need oxygen. Amount of oxygen is not needed to me. I will only take carbon and I will only take carbon dioxide. So what will be my unitary method? 44 gram of carbon dioxide is produced by burning 12 gram of carbon. 1 gram of CO2 will be produced how? And and the question is what is the mass of CO2 will be 6 grams. So let me write 12 gram of carbon is burned to produce what is the weight? 44 gram of CO2. This is the first sentence of my unitary method. Now 1 gram of carbon is burnt to produce 44 by 12 gram of CO2, and the question is 6 gram of carbon is burned. So 6 gram of carbon is burnt to produce 44 by 12 into 6 gram of CO2. So 6 2s are 12. This is your 22. So answer is 22 gram of CO2. So this kind of question is very easy. You can solve it by your own. Just you have to apply unitary method, you can solve. So this is all about my question 2. I am going to discuss question number 3. This is the third question. So the question is written as 0.24 gram of a compound of oxygen and boron. A compound is there which is made up of oxygen and boron. You don't have to know the compound. It was found by analysis to contain 0.096 of gram of boron. I have written one extra zero, will not be here. So it is 0.096. One zero is there. 0.096 gram of boron and 0.144 gram of oxygen. Calculate the percentage composition of the compound by mass. That means you have to calculate the percentage composition of each element in the compound. So each element means two elements are there. Percentage composition of boron, formula is mass of boron by mass of the compound into 100. Because I am calculating percent, so it is multiplied with 100. Mass of boron is 0.096 by mass of compound is 0.24 into 100. If I calculate, I will get the answer as 40%. In class 9, I am not going to show you the mathematics how to solve it. You know how to solve it. That's why I have already solved and I have written the answer. In your copy, you will show the division, how you got the answer. Next is percentage composition of oxygen. So same formula, mass of oxygen by mass of the compound. So into 100. In the question only mass of oxygen is written as 0.144 by mass of compound is 0.24 into 100. So if you solve this one, again you are going to get the answer as 60%. You know how to solve this. First you will remove the decimal and then divide and then get the answer. So this is all about my questions. I have discussed 3 questions here. In your reference books you can get many numericals. Try to go through these. The more you will solve the numericals, you will come across the reality of law of chemical composition or law of chemical combination with the real life. That means the application of law of chemical combination in real life can be understood if you solve the sums properly. So thank you for today. Go through the video and try to get the knowledge again and again. Try to practice by your own. Again, thank you.